Good morning, and this is Sylvia Randolph coming to you again from Georgetown, standing at the bus stop, talking to you this morning about the end results of yesterday's case with the Department of Social Services and the visitation. Once again, it was remanded back to the lower courts because there was no visitation put into the the final process, and as of yesterday, we have now visitation in place for the mother. There were several things brought up in the courtroom, one by the judge, two by my lawyer. The first being that this was not a custody case, that it was a Senate case, and that there needed to be some inference on what the difference of the two was. My lawyer also brought up, because of the factor that the judge wanted to also include in her statement that because of Ms. Randolph's, or the allegations of Ms. Randolph's mental instability and economic situation, that the sole custody be given to the father, and that Ms. Randolph be given some of the rights for visitation. My lawyer was a little awaiting in terms of being able to address the matter of the so-called mental instability and the socioeconomic issue, but because the judge threw it on the table, I said we're going to address it. In doing so, the fact of matter is that we have, for the sole purpose of visitation, where the language of sole custody was excluded from the final order, and that primarily the mental illness allegation was excluded from the final order, and the socioeconomic status on my behalf was excluded from the final order. So in essence, at the end of this ordeal for the past 2 years, trying to put in place and make known a lot of the many issues that are in the foster care system for families that are stuck in the system. Once again, I definitely want to be aware of those children who are truly being abused and neglected. I made a statement on yesterday that if we take the time to get rid of those cases, move them out of the system where there needs to be no attention paid, give more attention and time to those cases and those children who truly need the help. I'm satisfied with yesterday's ordeal. However, I do not feel that there has been any changes, or that there will be any changes made to the larger component of the system, unless we gather together and get more information, do more research, talk, discuss what the problems are, remove people from their jobs. I would hate to have Nicole Carrilla get another case, because that young lady does not have a clue. I would hate for Sharon Weaver, the lawyer who defended my daughter, to get another case, because as was stated in the courtroom, the lack of knowledge around cases, family law cases for custodial purposes, on the basis and grounds of excuse me, I'm being interrupted. That's all right. The weather is cool outside. It's a good day out here. It's a little chilly, but I'm still doing what I do. To be excluded on the grounds, or for the purpose of what people get married, they get divorced. Those are two different cases in terms of a Senate case and a divorce custodial case. The laws are a little bit different, I would have to say. You cannot pull the grounds of a custody case into a Senate case when there was no issue of any law breaking on the behalf of the person who's been alleged, or allegations have been passed on them. So therefore, we need to really take into consideration many things that are going on in the system. How do we get past them? I still choose and will use the red tape and the bureaucracy that is so used by the system to make sure that certain things happen and that certain things are done. I'm very pleased with the decisions forwarded by the judge, that Ms. Randolph have more of an opportunity. If we're going to talk about the best interest of a child, the mother should have every and anything that she wants as it pertains to her daughter, when there has been no case found of any harm, neglect, or abuse. This is Ms. Randolph, Georgetown, with a smile on my face. Have a wonderful day. It's Friday. Happy Sabbath. And I look forward to getting back with you soon. Have a wonderful day.